I'm Brent Davis, candidate for Erie County Executive. I'm a local business owner, a 21-year veteran of the Army and the Navy, and I have a master's in economic development from Penn State. Three things that everybody knows about me. I'd say one, that I'm very passionate, I'm very vocal, and I stand steadfast in my beliefs, and I just love Erie and Erie County. That's a good one. So I'd say the first thing that I'd say most people don't know about me is I dance 18 different styles of social ballroom dance. Smooth, Latin, swing, ballroom. So at one time I was fluent in 18. I probably maybe retained maybe 10 of them since the pandemic, since we can't really practice. So that would be probably something people would find surprising about me as a blue collar guy. As a local business owner, I kind of just got frustrated with looking and just watching our community consistently decline. We have, since the last Erie County executive election, we've lost 10,096 people. And realistically, to quantify that, that's two and a half times the city of Corey. It's in 4 years. That's just insanity. So we watch the brain drain. We watch our generations consistently pack their things, our friends, our loved ones, consistently move south. They move west. They look for other opportunities. And to me, I just looked around and said, why isn't anybody doing it? And the question always came to me was, if not me, then who? And that's what has driven me to do the things that I've done to prepare myself to take over as the next Erie County executive. Priority number one, I think we can all agree across the board, has to be the economic recovery, post pandemic economic development. Like that has to be priority number one. You know, we need to get people back to work. We need to put businesses back on firm ground. You know, this pandemic over the last year, Erie County's lost 28% of its businesses. I mean, 28%, that's nearly one third of our small businesses. So you think about just the rippling effects that that has on our economy. I mean, that's going to be detrimental for a decade or more. So, I mean, the sooner that we open our businesses, safely open our schools, and get people back to work, the sooner we can move forward. So focus on the young people. I think realistically, I mean, there's a lot of things that we need to look at as far as young adults for reversing the brain drain. You know, the one thing I'd like to do would be a revolving low interest student loan fund that would be a multi pronged tool to allow employers to help people coming from college to refinance. So that would work not only to attract new people, but that would also help retain some of the people that are maybe looking at, greener pastures to move. So that'd be just one attraction tool. I think the other thing we really need to focus on is the early childhood years in our community. They say that a person, their trajectory of their life and the success in that is generally formed by the success or the level at which they can read at the third grade reading level. I think we need to really focus on like pre-K programs, getting a lot of funding. We need to make sure that the funding is really getting to the ground where it matters in the pockets of families, or just to assist growing early in young families, single parents, um, maybe even dual income families to help afford get their kids in these earlier school programs to be successful in kindergarten, first, second, and third grade. I think a lot of the problems that we see in our undeveloped areas directly contribute and correlate with not having those things available. So I'm Brent Davis, candidate for Erie County Executive, and I'm humbly asking for your support and your vote on the May 18th primary. Thanks.